Durag Wisdom, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Y2K 19.10.18. I was just thinking about the people that I've lost personally since this Trump and creep slimeball has been in our lives. My wife lost her brother and her father. One of my best friends, a fellow teacher, died suddenly of cancer. And now Elijah Cummings is gone. And all I know is I hope that whoever's watching out here, special people, that none of your loved ones or people that are important to you die while this creep is in office. Because I don't want them to die anytime, but especially while this Nazi creep is in office. We work very hard, people in this country. 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, maybe more even sometimes. We work hard. It's brutal. Many times we work for people who have absolutely no respect for us. We sometimes feel when we come home at night that we're just so exhausted that we just want to lay down and just be unconscious. So hard work that we do, the last thing that we need is to be lied to be treated like we're idiots. Because frankly, ladies and gentlemen, we go out every day. Especially if you're not retired. You're going out there working every day and you have to put up with a lot of crap. Whatever it is. Deal with your boss's problems. You deal with the fact that when you're on your break, you maybe have a little time to do whatever you have to do. You have to get up early in the morning when maybe you couldn't sleep very well at night. You have to go from one feeling when you're at home to all of a sudden you have to click into the work mode. And there's very few vacations for people in this country. Because this country is cursed by something called the Protestant work ethic. You know, it says in the Bible that you're supposed to work by the sweat of your brow. So I suppose the biblical idea of work is you have to sweat and suffer. Well, there's a lot of rich bastards up there. I don't know how they sweated or suffered for their money. And I don't want to assume that many of them didn't suffer for their money. But right now, whether they suffered or not, most of the money that comes out is consigned basically, as Bernie Sanders says, to the 1/5 of the 1%, or the 1%. We know that most of us work very hard for what meager wages that we have, and we're always on the edge. So it makes me really angry when on top of all of that, the people that run things, the naked apes that run things, don't respect our human dignity, don't respect our intelligence. Take Mick Mulvaney, for example, who, I just love it, admitted yesterday that they had a quid pro quo. I mean, I had no doubt at all, but it's just wonderful. But the way it's admitted is, it's okay. I mean, the entire purpose, among other things, of this Trump-Putin administration is to make lies the truth. To try to convince us that things that we consider abhorrent are now going to be normalized. Like lying. Like a president mixing his private life with his public life and having conflicts of interest. Making money off of his position of being the president of the country. And he has done this creep, Trump has done it, and Mulvaney's done it. Something they do wrong, and then later they admit it. Oh, what was wrong with getting help from another country? Or Giuliani would say, or Trump would say, what's wrong with getting that extra help? Well, there's no wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. We had a quid pro with Ukrainians. It's okay. It's normal. It's all right. They're working so hard to make thuggery, racism, fascism, grotesqueries of all kinds, evil grotesqueries of all kinds, normal as possible. It's okay for the President of the United States to defy Congress, to undermine our separation of powers, to rip apart our Constitution, to create in this country a totalitarian, religious extremist system. They're working on it right now. The Supreme Court is in session now, deciding on issues that are going to affect our entire lives. And most of the creeps on that court are right-wing maggots. They're deciding on gay rights, on worker rights, on gun rights, transgender rights, immigration rights. A Supreme Court that's been packed by these right-wing fascist totalitarians with partisan judges. As far as I'm concerned, that court is invalid. But that's okay. The Mulvaneys, the Trumps, the swampy bastards of our world, the naked ape slime, they're trying a new tact. Commit crimes right out in the open in front of everybody because we're too stupid to realize that they're doing the wrong thing. And we've been prepped for it with all that commercial advertising that just gets bombarded by us constantly, or through our obsession with reality TV, instead of the real true reality that all of us must share and suffer in under the yoke of these naked ape creeps. Well, we can't allow the Trump-Putin Nazis, the Mulvaneys, and the rest of the swamp creatures to redefine what is illegal, what is acceptable. No, it's not acceptable for a president of the United States to get help from a foreign power to get himself reelected. No, it's not right for a president to use his own private resort to sponsor a world event so he's going to stand to make money from it. No, it's not right for a president to abuse children, migrant children. It's not right for a president to destroy our environment and poison our water. It's not right for our president to be in on a secret plot of the religious extremists to take over our country and turn this into a Handmaid's Tale and worse. It's not right. It's not normal. And we, as a nation, should not allow the likes of a Trump or a Mulvaney to normalize horror.